Hi friends, happy Wednesday. It is late. Oh, I just noticed the biggest spider up there. Do not like spiders, do not like spiders, but it's on the outside. Oh, and I got something, so. Ugh. Anyways, hi, how are you? It is late. It is after supper, 6:30 at night. Not picked up my phone. I've been very bad about that lately, but I've not picked up my phone today. But really didn't do much today. Got up this morning, had my 5-point smoothie, and at lunch I had a turkey salad, the same old that I have a lot of. And for supper, we had chicken and potatoes, and I had corn. Jerry had carrots. What he did is he got up in the morning and he put a whole chicken in the crock pot, and then he on the bottom he put potatoes in it. He peeled them and diced them up, and then he put carrots in there too, and then he set the chicken on top of it, and then he added whatever seasonings that you would like. He put it on high for 6 hours. It should have probably been on low for 8 hours because by 4 hours it was falling apart as it was. And he was hoping to save the carcass for me so I could make some chicken stock broth, but the bones it was just cooked too much. So, but it was really good. It had really good flavor, so we'll definitely do that again. But let's see, what did I do today? I crocheted on my blanket this morning. I knit on my September sock. The one I got the gusset stitches all picked up. And then oh, I did laundry, which reminds me I gotta go put it in the dryer because I totally forgot. So I need to go put that in the dryer. Miss Callie's had a better day today. Hardly any crying. Eating better. Looks better. Way better than the last couple days. So. And other than that, we did some errands in town. Went to Aldi's, and they had some Halloween gnomes for like $4.99, and I got a couple of those, and I got a they're so cute. I'll put pictures in. Then I got a garland, a 6-foot garland with gnomes and hearts on it and stuff. And Jerry bought this cast iron little Dutch oven that he says it's a perfect size. It probably is perfect size, but it is teeny tiny. Reminds me of a fondue pot, if you remember those. That small, but they had it there too. So when we were at Walgreens picking up some prescriptions, my normal prescriptions, we were looking at different things. With our insurance, we get over-the-counter extra cash, I guess you could say, on the card through our Priority Health Medicare. Every 3 months we get so much money on it, and they don't carry it over, so we had to use up what was on my card. So when we were at Walgreens picking up my scripts, we picked up a couple of things that we could get on it, and like our toothpaste, cough drops, which I didn't know you could for the cold flu season, toothpaste, his baby aspirin. I can't remember. There was one other thing. I can't remember what it was. But I was in the mood today that I was going to get myself a candy bar. and I wasn't going to track it. And nobody was going to know about it but Jerry, me, and the good Lord above. And I'm looking at things while he's in there looking around, and I'm looking at the Three Musketeers because those are my jam. And then I started walking down the aisle, and I'm looking, I'm thinking, oh, Ghirardelli, that sounds good. And I was looking at that stuff, and I came across a bar that said Lily's. Now, I've never had Lily's before, and I know a lot of people like them, and it was sugar-free Lily's, and I know Lily's is supposed to be good. And I scanned it, and for 11 pieces, it's like 5 points. And I'm thinking, well, I can, because it was a regular big bar, and it was salted caramel. And I thought, I'm just going to get that. So I did. Did I eat it yet? No, but it's here. And I told Jerry that I would share it with him too because he likes salted caramel stuff. But it got me thinking about how sometimes on my weight loss journey, I don't know if maybe everybody has this, but there are times when I just feel like I can't have anything good. And when I say I can't have anything good, I think of, the cheesecake that's in the refrigerator, or the candy bars, or the Long Johns, those donuts. I mean, you name it, I don't think that I can have them. But in reality, I can have them. I just have to learn to track them and work them into my point system, and not just sit there and say, yep, I'm going to eat it and I'm not going to track it, and then wonder why I'm not losing weight because maybe I forgot that I had a donut or I had cheesecake, or you know what I'm saying. So at some point down in this journey, I've had to learn that I'm not giving up anything. Things have higher points. I can make swap outs, just like that candy bar. It was a lot less points for that half of that candy bar than what those Three Musketeer king size bar would have been. And sometimes we have to make those tough choices, and sometimes I feel like, why can't I be like others who don't have to track, who can just eat whatever they want? But I think everybody has something that they carry, whether it's weight loss or something else. There's always something, and it's just difficult at times, and I've had to learn to try not to let it tear me down too much. I can remember Jerry one time saying to me, well, I don't know why you're getting so upset over it. It was just, example, let's say a donut. It was just a donut. Well, because for me, it's just a donut. It's like saying, well, it was just $10 that you lost, because it meant the same to me. I just feel like sometimes for me, food is very difficult to not think about it and not always focus on it. And I don't think I've always been like that, though. I really don't. Because growing up, we never went into town to eat or anything. Jerry tells me about how, I think he said once a week or something like that, they would go in, I don't know, for a burger or something. And I know that they always went roller skating, because he's a very good roller skater. And but we never did stuff like that. So what we ate is what we had at the house. And Jerry had whole milk, and we had non-fat milk, even though we thought it was 2% milk. But my mom did the trick that probably a lot of people did, The gallon gets half gone, and you add non-fat milk to it, and it's a full gallon. And before you know it, we're all drinking the non-fat milk and not realizing it, because you've slowly adapted to it, because you didn't go cold turkey from 2% to that. And I remember when we got married how he was still drinking whole milk, and the first time I drank whole milk, I was just like, it's like, it's like going from skim milk to whole milk. And then eventually him and I went back down to 2%. We even went to 1%. He always said he wouldn't drink skim, but he has before. But I say all that because sometimes I think that I put on too much attention on the food. And maybe that's why I do a lot of crafts, and because I got to keep my hands and my mind busy. Can you craft and have a snack? You bet. But sometimes you got to make compromises. And is it fair? No, it's not. But what is? If it's not our weight loss, maybe there's something else, you know. My stepdad was an alcoholic. That's what killed him. Food can kill me. Alcohol killed him. You know, there's always different vices is what I'm getting at. So, I don't know. I hope it makes sense to somebody, because for today, it's been an okay day on my weight loss journey. And last night, I had no more points. And I took the points for the pizza that we had. And then I remembered I could have popcorn for 0 points if I pop it on the stove. And I did that with no butter on it. Because I've been having a lot of fruit. I don't show you all the fruit all the time, but it seems like I'm grabbing my grapes a lot, or I'm grabbing, I haven't been grabbing vegetables because we do have carrots, but I got to peel and cut them up. But, it's sometimes you really do want that candy bar, and sometimes you just need to have that candy bar. And maybe it's not the big king size. Maybe it's just a little snack size, just to get the taste out. But make sure you track it. And then say, was it worth it? Now, sometimes it is worth it, because I find for myself that if I am really craving something and I don't eat a little bit of it, I'm going to be eating everything else in the house around it until I get that little bite, because I didn't want what I was compromising for. So if I want a donut, then I need to make it, then I need to eat a donut. I need to cut it up, and I need to sit there and say, this donut is going to go into baggies, and this is how much is each little bite's going to cost me, and it's going to go into my tracker. But we all have to make that decision, because life is difficult as it is, and I just dislike the idea that sometimes I make food as important as I make it, and it shouldn't be. I don't know. Sorry I'm all whatever with you guys tonight. It's just that sometimes I just get to thinking about it and thinking, is it worth it? Is it, worth the tracking all the time? Is it worth eating healthy all the time? Is it worth giving up this or that? And I can only answer for myself. And for me, it is, because y'all, I'm one step away from them saying you need to be on diabetes medicine. And I don't want to be on that if I don't have to be. And if I wasn't eating as healthy as I am, I can't tell you how big I'd be, because I was probably 3 pounds away from hitting 300 that I said I would never do. And I just remember sitting in the doctor's office as they told me I had to go on blood pressure medicine, I had to go on cholesterol medicine. I was close to going on diabetes medicine back then. I remember sitting there crying because I had let myself go. In my head, what gave me the right to think I could eat willy-nilly and stay thin and not have any problems all those years? But doesn't mean that I didn't change, because I did. Because I've lost all the weight twice. And now this is my third time trying to lose it. And even if I don't get that 100 pounds off, as long as I'm trying and I'm not giving up and I am doing the best I can, then it's a win-win. So stay strong, my friends. It's not your typical vlog, I know. I haven't showed you anything. I haven't done any of the fancy music or anything like that, but it's been a nice, relaxing day. It really has been. Jerry's been out working in his area, redoing that cabinet that he bought. It's really looking nice. And I've been working on a little Christmas ornament, and that's been nice. I mean, I've been cross-stitching on the bigger things, and sometimes I need something small to say it's going to be done. And it was so nice. I told him, I said it was so nice to be able to go to all those floss things that he just bought me and just go, oh, let me see if she's got it in there, and pull it out and go shopping at my own shop. So, but because I got 6 of these little Christmas ornaments to do, because I've started this for my kids and their families, and I want to carry on that thing all the time as long as I can. So this year they all are going to get little round ornaments, and they're not, I mean, they're literally like this. But it's been fun. It's kept my mind occupied. It's kept my thoughts off from food. So what is your go-to when you get so frustrated with yourself, your diet, your whatever, whatever's going on in your world? What is your go-to to put you in that calm moment? Everybody's got to have something, whether it's reading a book, listening to a book, taking a walk, sitting in your house by yourself quietly, listening to music, crafting, cooking, baking. Doesn't mean you have to eat it, but if you love to bake, I love to bake, so I'll bake and then I'll give it away. It just brings me that much pleasure. I don't have to eat it. So what is your go-to? Y'all see mine, so. And Miss Jenny, I think that's great on your card making. Our son's wife does beautiful cards like that. My aunt, who lives up in the UP, up in Munising. She does, and every year I look forward at Christmas because she always sends us a handmade card. And you know, if you get a handmade card from Aunt Rhonda, it's a good thing. That's one thing I never got into was card making. I've tried. I'll pay the money and buy them from people, but I've tried. I tried the scrapbooking, and that's just not my cup of tea either. But I just think that's great. Just like the sock knitting, just like all the stuff. But sometimes we have to put different things on hold so we can bring out the old other things, because there's other things that need to get done before those socks. So I guess I'm giving Jenny and myself permission that we can draw our socks for October, November, December. But that doesn't mean we have to get them done in October, November, December. So, but anyways, I'm going to let you go, my friends. Thanks for listening. Stay strong again, like I said. I'm going to stay strong, do the best I can. Yeah. Thanks for listening. Thanks for always being here. Thanks for believing in me, and I believe in you. We've got this, my friends. Hugs. Till we can chat again.